Coming up in tonight's bulletin, the Solomon Water Board confirms its CEO has resigned over audit disputes and delayed projects. World Tsunami Awareness Day was marked today under the theme Be Tsunami Ready, Invest in Tsunami Preparedness. And Solomon Islands is set to establish its humanitarian warehouse, expecting increased disaster response from authorities. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Andrea Mahanwa. Disagreements over delayed water projects and resistance to a board-proposed independent audit have led to the resignation of Solomon Water Chief Executive Officer Carmen Piantadosi, the board chairman confirmed yesterday. Sharon Anau reports.
Lack of explanation by Solomon Water CEO Carmen Piantadosi into delayed projects and his opposition against Solomon Water's board proposed independent audit report into the delayed project are reasons behind the CEO's resignation.
Solomon Water Board Chairman Dr. Kalwig Togomana told local media during the Prime Minister's press conference yesterday. He said the CEO has previously reportedly expressed strong reservations about the audit viewing as a challenge to his leadership. Mr. Piantadosi in October tendered his resignation, citing differences with the board.
Resignation below CEO. Hem to do with them some differences that him got him with them board. Now, when the board him come in low September, we have projects that are running under the even water supply and sanitations, or whether no finish or complete on time. Most of them either overrun by 1 year or even 2 years already. So we were trying to find out what are the issues. Why are these projects overrun by more than 1 or even 2 years? They are unable to complete. So at one stage we did suggest, because we do not have an independent report on this project, we suggested to have an audit. That was in December last year. Law and board meeting. We would like to have an audit, so that an independent auditor will carry out investigation into these projects, mostly to identify and assess all the specific causes and delay of the project, delay and non-execution of the project. Probably determine roles and action and omission of the key stakeholders. We would like for assessing whether sewer project and contract management procedure were followed and identified any deviation from what the legal contractual requirement, etc. When we came up with this whole idea, the CEO actually expressed some strong reservation. In his opinion, he felt that we have undermined his leadership, and probably we don't have confidence law PMU. And verbally he asked him, he felt that by him step aside. That was quite alarming for us.
Mr. Togomana added one of the differences Mr. Piantadosi had with the board was the issue of the delayed Kongolai water treatment plant project. He said the board notes the CEO's opposition against re-engaging Rain Water Tech for the Kongolai water treatment plant project. The Kongolai water treatment plant project is currently on hold as Rain Water Tech has taken Solomon Water to the court following contractual issues.
I understand that he was very much part of the board, as well as that made the decision to terminate Rain's contract. And any thought or suggestion for re-engaging Rain to doing this solar project probably will come under a strong reaction from the CEO. And so that one now, me look, that one, me garin that fella, thinking that me fella undermine him leadership lo some fala discussion we want to get some information that will help us make some informed decision lower the issues, lower the projects that are lagging behind the time, and how we could resume this work Kongulai water treatment plant.
SIBC News understands in 2023, Solomon Water has awarded the $130 million contract for the construction of its new Kongulai water treatment plant and pipeline project Terrain PCS joint venture.
The project is set to supply 15 million litres of clean water daily to Honiara residents from 2023 and onwards. The project, however, has suffered major setbacks. Sharon Nanau for SIBC TV.
World Tsunami Awareness Day was marked today under the theme Be Tsunami Ready, Invest in Tsunami Preparedness. The annual event aims to raise global awareness about the dangers of tsunamis, promote preparedness measures, and innovative approaches to reduce risks.
You may come together for making people aware that there is a tsunami and how to himself prevent him. So I think the whole idea of our discussions today is to inform the public and other communities and other people of villages me for mass survey. There is Solomon Islands, him exposed and him vulnerable for and him at risk lo tsunami. So so that country me him must take note of him and him survey making ways or try for a car with him or actions for him to reduce him na risk lo tsunami.
Tsunami preparedness and the implementation of early warning systems is vital for countries situated in highly active seismic zones. Solomon Islands is one of them.
One thing you should understand is that we are sitting on an active seismic place here. Seismically speaking, Solomon Island itself is a very active place in terms of earthquake and tsunami. So when we are investing in resilient and infrastructure for awareness about tsunami, it's not a waste of thing. Yeah, and helping people for prepare. Instead for you me second normal or that for the day where something happen. No. You may prepare. Just an example is after an awareness happened on Makira by GSD, Godum awareness law Makira. Not long after there's a tsunami happen, and then other people there tell them how to appreciate him na activity him going on there. I'm saying without awareness if you come give him, I think there will be some casualties. But because of that for awareness, him happen. What would do him?
Relevant authorities, together with non-governmental organizations, have worked closely with communities to develop an effective early warning system.
Early warnings mi fala dumia. Currently, mi fala been working closely with team NDMO, geology and other NGOs where mi fala go out inside the community and mi fala try for look now lot early warning message where mi fala develop and mi fala try for translate him na what a scientific forecast into a simple, clear and actionable information. So now as you might aware, mi fala move into one fala approach where I call him impact based forecasting, where mi fala assign him now the official warnings with him what colors and mi fala align him now with him what actionable information. So that time service or warnings come imilo yellow alert community by look back law or response plan blame and looking what kind of actions now but that came during the time lo yellow alert.
And now Solomon Islands is moving to boost its disaster response efforts with plans to build a new humanitarian warehouse in Auki, Maritime province, where emergency supplies will be stored for rapid distribution during disasters. Eliza Kukutu reports.
Solomon Islands is set to establish its humanitarian warehouse, expecting increased disaster response from authorities. Auki in Maritime province has been identified as the site for this new warehouse, which will pre-position approved humanitarian emergency relief supplies for quick distribution immediately before or within 48 hours after a disaster strikes. This is made possible through the Pacific Humanitarian Warehousing Program, a Pacific-led multi-donor initiative with the Pacific community as the lead implementing partner. Director of the National Disaster Management Office, Jonathan Tafiariki, says the warehouse will enable faster response during the emergency phase of a disaster.
So the humanitarian warehouse and for make sure that the countries play me ready with them preposition stock with them aim for within 48 hours you must have able for response to the emergency phase. Emergency phase where usually the critical phase for me try for restoring some normalities, go back to normal functions, blow communities play me. So having some preposition stocks available by enabling governments, Solomon Island with the other Pacific island countries for able for quickly tap on the preposition stock and immediately respond to different disasters that happen because whether it's naturally induced or human induced. The fear always you garam time respond low emergency phase is for you know make him go into the secondary phase. The secondary phase is where a lot of chaotic situation by him come where him become complex for what the governments for maintaining and by him usually the very expensive exercise when you garam a secondary phase low disasters.
The Infrastructure Specialist Unit under the program has been working closely with the NDMO and the Malaysia Provincial Government to develop a detailed operational brief for the warehouse.
So we've had a number of engagements now with the National Disaster Management Office in the Solomon Islands, so Director Jonathan and his team. So we've been working through the process of coming up with a detailed operational briefing for the warehouse in Auki. So at the moment that's at the stage of being presented as a concept. So we're starting to draw up what that warehouse might look like so that it meets the needs of the NDMO team or the National Disaster Management Office team in the Solomon Islands and particularly in Auki. We've had some engagements also with the Malaysia Provincial Government to hear from them about what the needs of the people in that area might be. So that's been taken into consideration as well. In terms of time frame, we're really hoping that we'd be well on the way with the construction of a warehouse inside the first sort of phase of the program. So by 30th of June 27, we would hope to certainly be very well on the way with the construction of a warehouse for Auki.
14 Pacific Island countries and Timor-Leste are included in this program through funding support from Australia and other partners.
Right behind me is the newly launched site for Palau's humanitarian warehouse. Now Kiribati launched its facility last year. With the establishment of these warehouses, the region will be better prepared to respond to disasters. For SIBC TV, I'm Eliza Kukutu reporting from Koro, Palau.
While Operation Kuru-Kuru 2025 is focused on monitoring illegal, unreported and unregulated IUU fishing activities, there are indications that the operation is also keeping an eye on other activities in Pacific waters that could be seen as security threats to the region. Alan Rahari, Director of Fisheries Operations Division, made this statement when asked if they have encountered any narco submersibles in the midst of their operation. He explained that they are working closely with relevant agencies, such as the Pacific Transnational Crime Coordination Center in Apia, Samoa, to address such issues.
Our operation is very much fisheries focused. We also look out for other things that may be security related in the region as well. And when we do that, we pass that information on to the relevant agencies in the region that has the expertise to deal with those kind of things. So, for example, in case the narcotic instances, if we do come across drug, for example, on fishing vessels, we'll take those information and pass it on to the relevant agency that deals with that. And normally, we have a declaration of partnership in place that allows for that kind of information sharing. So we normally share that with the Pacific Transnational Crime Coordination Center that's based in Apia, and it's under the framework of the Pacific Island Chiefs of Police.
While narco submersibles are commonly associated with Latin America, there is strong evidence that they have crossed into Pacific waters, with 3 suspected vessels recently discovered in Solomon Islands. And now the Meteorological Service Office, in collaboration with its partners, is developing a new high-resolution wave model that will enhance the country's ability to monitor waves, ocean currents, and sea levels for better forecasting and safety. Alex Dadamo with more on this story.
The Meteorological Service Office, together with its partners, is currently developing a high-resolution wave model tailored for the Solomon Islands. The product, once available, will strengthen monitoring services related to waves, ocean currents, water levels, ocean observations and predictions. Met Director Alik Haruhiru stressed that the world models had been used in the past, but those models provided low-quality resolutions.
Met Service is currently developing now a high-resolution wave model for Solomon Islands region. In the past, we've been using those global models where the resolution is a bit coarse, but for now we are into an initiative under Weather Resignation. This one is a US project initiative where we will develop now ocean model downscaling for Solomon Islands region. The beauty of this is we can see clearly the waves and the rough seas between the islands.
The new wave product will greatly benefit Solomon Ports Authority as an organization that depends heavily on the ocean for its daily operations. Solomon Ports project engineer Barbara Gagakiere highlighted the advantages the product will bring to the organization.
With SIPA, me believe that Bahem benefiting me fala in terms of our Honiara and Nora ports. Should we require information about him wave and osem mifala save using that fala product, and it will give us specific data on that specific location. And not only that, but perhaps improving vessel scheduling and berthing blow okata wakaman operation managers blow mifala perhaps in that way him reducing delays during rough seas, because mifala save finis about him time waves him bara high to mass, and we would like to call off operation or halt operation a little bit so that vessel motion him no cause him some fala other risks where him involved inside too. Also perhaps have help me fala lo emergency response planning, because me fala ports paravala on top lo sea now and lo side lo sea too. So this would really help us should the product be used and launched here Solomon Islands. Not only that, but another one is infrastructure protection. Lord infrastructure where mifala ports by help for building, but mifala save with the information from solar wave, but mifala save factor inside the design, and also mifala save scheduling maintenance flow existing infrastructure according to information where mifala take him, so that mifala no work time wave him really high or time him rough seas or the current is too strong. But yes, it will really help us in that way also.
Alex Dadamo for SIBC TV.
A new chief has taken the helm of the Lavukal House of Chiefs in the Russell Islands, with Chief Richard Kome promising to preserve the traditions of his people while addressing community challenges. Yin Kaokui reports.
A newly enthroned chief of Lavukala House of Chiefs in Russell Islands, Central Islands Province, has expressed his gratitude and excitement upon being appointed to take up the leadership role as a chief. Chief Richard Kome from the Bosi clan in Central Lavukal told SIBC after taking his oath of allegiance in Marulan Island during the recent Lavukal House of Chiefs Day that he looks forward to serving his people.
Richard Kome, Bosi clan, Central Lavukal. Me one pala man where they elected me for Bosi clan chief. Now me stand for it. Me no thinking that by me to become a clan chief. clan belum ya. Why? Because kata elected me, one fella uncle belum na him lose, him pass away ya. So what elected me? Oh, you know by you changing him as a clan chief, because now him number one clan chief belum fella pass clan. So by you have to change him lost belum. And him follow to clan rules or the man uncle blue lose him, son blue him sabe take over from what the clan chiefs also. So today also me feel happy and proud with what where me feel blessed today as a chiefs, even though me feel nama really happy for taking this chiefly hold inside long Russell Island.
Chief Kome added that he is committed to upholding the customs and values of the Lavukala people, while calling on his people to work together to address the challenges facing the communities in Russell Islands.
Me expect them a lot of things whereby we started doing. We started doing counseling along with people below me. We started doing side low ground land or some disputes, and then work among him with the people below me for solving the problems, inside the community, and also inside a tribe where we stuff like. Yeah, as by me starting work below me today, me like with the people below me for what cooperate with me, work with me, share together with me, and make them people have a step good or same life where him good for clan fella and also for the country and for the churches. And now for like for me fella like for work together, cooperate together, and doing what now we stand for.
More than 40 chiefs and hundreds of people, including 7 representative chiefs from Sunfly Bonavista, also attended and witnessed the 2025 Lavukala House of Chiefs Day. Yan Kaukui, SIBC TV.
The Melanesian Festival Aotearoa 2025 once again ignited over the weekend in Auckland, New Zealand. Cheryl Berra reports.
The Melanesian Festival Aotearoa 2025 once again ignited over the weekend in Auckland, New Zealand. The festival, founded in 2022, is an event funded by Creative New Zealand and the Pacifica Arts Centre. The festival has secured support for the next 3 years to continue celebrating Melanesian identity, art and connection across Aotearoa.
So, the Melanesian Festival Aotearoa mi falagarema the representatives and performers from Fiji, Solomon Island, PNG, Vanuatu, Timor-Leste, West Papua, New Caledonia, where Okata come for joining Yumi. So sometimes some follow some for community big or garam staka rep, some follow community or not that big, so maybe one follow solo performance or same, but they run some come for joining this fall festival. And this year he make a number 4 festival where we follow Holland na here lo Auckland lo Aotearoa. Yeah.
Mrs. Dausabea highlights the importance of hosting such festival. She expressed pride in seeing local cultures displayed at the festival.
Very important to us because for Yumi, Solomon Islanders and also Melanesian communities here Aotearoa, not only one festival where all about him of the Melanesian country. So very important. So Yumi got people from Whangarei, Hamilton, Otlo Christchurch, Otlo Wellington, where the travel come for visit and watch, but also to come for perform too. So very important. It's an important part of all our calendars because once a year Yumi hold this time and a beautiful day of them. So it make them very good for everyone to come. Yeah? Because you walk about come, you look him gonna or the different costumes play me, or the sing, or the dance play me, and him showcase him now small community play me Melanesian here Aotearoa, but not only that, regionally and globally too, because him live stream too, yeah.
The Melanesian Arts Festival 2025 is the fourth to be held since the inauguration in 2022. Cheryl Berra, SIBC TV.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.